Okay, for the final stage now, ready to paint this wagon shed. Okay, this is my trusted paint board. Need some water, and I use distilled water rather than tap water. Always use distilled water. Too much crud or crap in normal tap water. The way I look at it is distilled water has been washed and cleaned basically. Okay, got a cloth for drying off. Now you can either use an old cloth or use paper towel to do your dry brushing bit if you want to use. Right, the brushes I just use are normal craft brushes. I'm not really bothered about expensive brushes. I use whatever I get my hands on. If you want to go out there and spend, you know, a lot of money on brushes, fine, it's up to you. I just go down to Savers or Tesco's and buy those big bag of brushes. Okay, now the paint I'm going to use as follows: craft acrylics white. I always use these, I always get these in large containers. And you get this type of stuff because it's easy. I use a lot of this and I use a lot of white. This does the job nice and thick. You can water it down. So now this here black is not actually Vallejo, it's actually this. I'm just putting a smaller bottle. I tried to use really Vallejo black for painting figures and, you know, buildings, but sorry, well, figures mainly, not for this type of work. Right. So basically these are the two first colours I'm going to use for the walls. And up there. And should be enough, I reckon, to cover that. Now, the technique I normally use is a stippling effect. I'll strip this down. Will that fit on there? Corner. No, it won't. I'll have to move it a bit. Right, I'll start at the back first. So I'm going to load the brush up. Paint here. This is a small touch of black. I'm just loading it up, so I'm just loading the bristles up and a bit of black. Okay, take any excess off and then just dab. I'm just wobbling about a bit. I'm gonna have to. That's better. That gives us better grip. Ah, that'll do. I'm just stippling the brickwork. You can dry brush if you want to, but I prefer to do this. And basically, what I'm after is like an underlay, an undercut basically. Oh, that is bouncing about too much. I have to put it down. Do it that way. That's it. That's better. Just lightly, gently go over the model. Now I'm trying to basically represent the stonework used to make the walls in my Bocage. Basically using the same stone from the fields or whatever to make the houses with. So a light coat. Like that. Okay, I'm going to do a bit of the black. Just break up the stonework. I can use this technique on anything. And if you prefer to dry brush it on, then that's up to you, you know. Use a flat brush, as I say, and gently drag it off. Take off the excess paint using your cloth or your tissue, whichever you want to use, and just drag it over. When you're doing the stippling effect, you should be able to start seeing the primer coming through, you know, as There's the mortars. There's a mortar, I should say. And then let's dry brush that one. So when you're dry brushing, it tends to leave all the strokes going in one direction. This is just random, so it's just random stone. There's a bit more black in this area, I reckon. Down the bottom is going to be a rising damp. Yeah. So I'm going to darken the stone a touch. I'm going to add a bit of green to this, I think. Let's see what we got. Right, I've got a choice here. Model colour, uniform green. What's that? Uniform green 922. Yeah, model colour 833. German cam bright green. Oh, what's this dark one? I think it is Luftwaffe cam green 823. Let's try that bit. I'm going to shake. Just want a tiny little dollop, so don't need that much. You have to add just a touch of water if you need to. I use a pipette. Hold on, have to close down a minute.